Welcome, everyone. This is Unit 6. Today we will learn can and can't. Very easy. I can speak English. You can speak English. I can't speak Spanish. You can't speak Spanish, for example. So far, maybe in the future we learn, right? Okay. Can takes the same form in all persons and is followed by the infinitive without to. For example, I can speak English. He can speak English. She can speak English. It can speak English. For example, we can speak English. You can speak English. They can speak English. Okay, I can play football. She can speak Italian. They can drive, for example. Okay, there is no do or does in the negative. I can't drive. I can't. He can't drive. She can't drive. It can't drive. We can't drive. You can't drive. They can't drive. Okay? You can say, I can't swim. Can you swim? I can't swim, but she can't swim. How about you? Can you swim? Maybe yes. Dan can't cycle. We can't cook. Please do not say, I can't drive. You say, I can't or I can drive, right? Right? So you say what? I can't drive. Do not say, I can't drive. It's not correct. Okay, let's complete the sentences. Dahlia can speak two languages, right? Okay, negative. Look, can't swim. Can't. My mother can cook really well. 4. We can't run at school. Number 5. I can't drive very well. Okay. Questions with can are formed using can plus subject plus verb. It's very easy. Okay. Can you work at home? Can you work at home? Maybe yes. Can he speak Italian? It's very easy, right? So you just put can in front. Can he speak? Can you write? Okay, next. Where can I buy a dictionary? Where can I buy a dictionary? Oh, you can buy a dictionary. Um, maybe you have to go to Jarir bookstore. I don't know. Okay, we can. Oh, what can we cook for dinner? You can cook kapsa, maybe. Okay. Here, can you work at home? Not do you can work at home, right? You cannot say that. Oh, similarly, here, you cannot say do you can he speak or do he can speak Italian. No, can he speak Italian, right? Okay, yes, no questions can have short answers. Can Dan play golf? Maybe yes. Yes, he can. Can you speak French? Maybe you can say yes. Or no, I can't. Can you speak French? No, I can't. Okay, next, let's make questions and short answers. So, they play football. Can they play football? So, can they play football? No, they can't. Next, she speak German. Can she speak German? Maybe yes. Yes, she can. Okay. Can you drive? Maybe you say, no, I can't. Okay, now let's look at was and where. So was where is the past of am is are. I am, I was. We are, we were. Okay. He is, he was. So for example, now I am speaking. I was speaking, right? Okay. So positive, I was in London last week. So I ask you, where were you last week? You might say, I was in Mecca. Okay. He was in London last week. She was in London last week, for example. Okay. We were. We were at school yesterday. You were at school yesterday. They were at school yesterday. Okay, negative. I wasn't busy last night. Okay, he wasn't busy last night. It wasn't busy last night, for example. Negative. Okay, also here, where we weren't in England last year. You weren't in England last year. They weren't in England last year. Were not, right? Weren't, were not. Wasn't, was not. Okay, now let's complete the sentences with the past of the verb to be. Okay, one, where space you yesterday. Where were you yesterday? So now you say, where are you? Hello, Mr. Abdurrahman, where are you now? Or where were you yesterday? Do not say, where are you yesterday? No. Where were you yesterday? Yes. Okay. So here, it space sunny on Monday. It was sunny on Monday. Clara space here last week was, right? Oh, negative, wasn't. Clara wasn't here last week. Next, they, not one group, right? They were, but negative, they weren't at home last night. Next, we, space very late this morning, we were. We were very late this morning, right? Okay. Next, the book was expensive. Or negative, the book wasn't expensive, right? Okay, very good. Now, there is no do or does in questions with was or where. Remember that. So, where was I? Where Was he? Where was she? Or where was it? Or where was it? Where were we? Where were you? Where were they? Okay. So now let's make questions and answers. So here we have what? Where be Tom yesterday? Where was Tom yesterday? The answer? He was in Manchester, right? He was in Manchester. Next, where were you at 10 o'clock? So he would say, I was at home. Okay, very good. Now, yes, no questions can have short answers also, right? So, was he late? Was he late? Or was she late? Yes, he was. Oh, no, she wasn't, for example. Were you at work? Or were they at work? Maybe yes. So if I ask you, were you at work? You might say, yes, I was. Or, yes, we were. So you. Maybe you, only you, or maybe you and your friends, maybe, or other people. Okay, again, were you at work? Yes, I was. If you are plural, maybe you can say, yes, we were. Were you at work? If no, maybe you say what? No, I wasn't. No, we weren't. Okay, answer the questions. Were you at school yesterday? Yes, I was. Was the weather lovely? Yes, it was. Were they in London last year? No, they weren't. Were the students quiet? Yes, they were. Was the test easy? It wasn't. So you say, no, it wasn't. Okay. We say was, were born, not are born. You cannot say, I am born in, for example, Mecca, or we are born in Mecca. So you say what? I was born. We were born, right? Remember that. I was born in Birmingham, for example. Oh, I was born in Medina. I was born in uh, Jeddah. Or you say, he was born in Abha. Okay. They were born in 1998. How about you? When were you born? So you say, I was born in 2007, for example. Okay. Okay. Where was he or she born? Where were we born? So maybe the kid asks, his mother, where were we born? Mother says, you were born in Mecca. Okay. So let's make questions and also answers. When, so now Paul and David. When were Paul and David born? When were Paul and David born? So they were born in 2001. Next, where was your sister born? She was born in London. Okay, could is the past of can. We use it to talk about what? Past ability. So here, for example, when I was 6, I could read. Okay, when I was 18, I could drive, right? When I was, or when she was 18, she could drive. Or maybe when she was 7, she could cook, right? Maybe. Here also, when I was young, I couldn't read. When we were young, we couldn't read. It's very easy. So, could, we use it to talk about past ability. So, you might say, when I was 18, I could drive. So, for example, now you are 27. You might say, when I was 18, I could drive. So, could and couldn't have the same form in all persons. What does that mean? I could, I couldn't, he couldn't, she couldn't, we could, we couldn't, it could, it couldn't, all person, all pronouns. Okay. So could is followed by the infinitive without to. Don't say when I was 18 I could to drive. No, I could drive without to. Okay. So let's complete the sentences with could or couldn't. When Omar was 12, he negative couldn't play tennis. He couldn't speak English. He could swim fast. Okay. Again, when Omar was 12, he couldn't play tennis. He couldn't speak English, but he could swim fast. Okay, there is no do or does again in questions with could. So, what could I do? What could I do? Or what could he do? What could she do? What could it do? What could we do? What could you do? What could they do? What could I do? I just failed. What could I do? Oh, do not fail. Okay, yes, no questions can have short answers. Could you drive? Yes, I could. Could she swim? Yes, she could. Do not use do you could drive, please. This is not correct. Okay, now let's make questions and short answers. So she cook when, okay. So you say what? Could she cook when she was 16? No, she couldn't. Okay. Could they drive a car when they were 14? Could they drive a car when they were 14? No, they couldn't. Okay, next. You use a computer. 6. Could you use a computer when you were 6? Yes, I could. Okay. Could he speak English when he was 12? Yes, he could. Okay, this is the end of Unit 6. See you in Unit 7. Have a good day.